You've seen Finding Nemo, right? The adorable little orange fish with white stripes, always on a wild adventure. But what if I told you that the real lives of clownfish are even crazier than the movie? For starters, in the real ocean, if Nemo's mom had died, his dad would have turned into a female.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Yep, that's a real thing. Welcome to the strange and fascinating world of clownfish, where biology breaks the rules and nature gets weird. Have you ever wondered how clownfish live among venomous sea anemones and don't get stung?
Huh?
Or how they talk to each other without making a sound? What about the fact that they live in tiny fish societies where only the alpha female and her mate get to reproduce, and everyone else has to wait in line? In this video, we're diving into the wildest clownfish facts you've never heard. From their bizarre bond with sea anemones to their mind-blowing reproductive system, and even how they talk using clicks and pops. And hey, thinking of getting one for your tank? Stick around, we've got everything you need to know to give your clownfish the best life possible. Let's dive in. Clownfish are small, brightly colored saltwater fish that live in the warm waters of the Pacific and Indian Oceans, mostly around coral reefs. You've probably seen the orange and white striped ones, like Nemo, but there are actually over 30 different species, and they come in colors like red, yellow, black, and even pink. Scientifically, they belong to the Amphiprioninae subfamily and are part of the damselfish family. Most species only grow to about 4 inches long, though a few can get slightly bigger. Their most iconic trait? Their symbiotic relationship with sea anemones. But we'll get to that later. Clownfish have a stocky, oval body with a rounded tail, and they're constantly on the move. Their swimming style looks a bit clumsy, kind of like they're paddling in place, and that's actually how they protect their territory, always circling their anemone home. These fish are Protandrous hermaphrodites, which means all clownfish are born male, and the dominant one in a group can change into a female when needed. It's one of the weirdest twists in the fish world and plays a huge role in how their tiny underwater communities operate. If clownfish had a superhero origin story, it would definitely involve sea anemones. Their relationship is one of the most famous examples of symbiosis in the ocean, specifically, mutualism, where both species benefit. On their own, sea anemones are deadly. Their tentacles are covered in stinging cells called nematocysts, which release toxins to paralyze prey. But clownfish? They're immune. Here's how it works. A clownfish performs a careful dance when approaching a new anemone. It rubs its body against the tentacles in short bursts over hours, coating itself with a layer of mucus that protects it from the sting. Once accepted, the clownfish can live safely among the tentacles, invisible to predators and sheltered from the chaos of the reef. In return, the clownfish earns its keep. It chases away parasites and nibbling intruders that might bother the anemone. It also drops bits of leftover food, which the anemone can eat. And its constant swimming improves water circulation around the anemone, keeping it healthy. It's a perfect partnership, protection in exchange for cleaning and food. The clownfish also feeds its host indirectly. It drops scraps of food and even fertilizes the anemone with its waste, which contains nutrients. This steady supply boosts the anemone's growth and health. It's a classic win-win, protection in exchange for cleaning, nutrients, and maintenance. But the relationship runs deeper than biology. Clownfish can become emotionally stressed if separated from their anemone. In captivity, some have been observed refusing food or displaying signs of agitation when relocated. When it comes to clownfish society, forget everything you know about typical fish behavior. These little reef dwellers live by some seriously unique rules, especially when it comes to power, rank, and gender. Clownfish live in small groups, usually inside or around a single sea anemone. But here's the twist. Every group follows a strict dominance hierarchy. At the very top is a single dominant female. She's the largest, most aggressive, and completely in charge. Right below her is the dominant male, her exclusive mate. Everyone else in the group? Smaller, non-breeding males who patiently wait their turn in the social ladder. Now here's where things get wild. If the dominant female dies or disappears, the top-ranking male doesn't just step into leadership. He actually transforms into a female. His entire biology shifts. Then, the next male in line becomes her new mate. It's not just rare, it's a full-blown gender switch in action. In this underwater society, size equals rank. The larger the fish, the higher it climbs in the pecking order. If a lower-ranking male grows too fast and becomes a threat to the hierarchy, the dominant fish will chase it relentlessly, often forcing it to shrink in size or flee. And the loyalty? It's unmatched. Clownfish rarely abandon their anemone, even if it means never breeding. Wandering into open water to find a new group or mate is almost certain death. Clownfish don't just live in a hierarchy. They're born into it, grow through it, and sometimes change everything to rise to the top. Unlike humans or even dolphins, clownfish don't use sounds in the traditional sense. Instead, they rely on clicks and pops, tiny noises produced by snapping their jaws or rubbing parts of their body together. These sounds aren't loud, but they're packed with meaning. Thinking of bringing a clownfish into your home aquarium? Good news! They're one of the most beginner-friendly saltwater fish, but that doesn't mean they're low maintenance. To keep your clownfish healthy and thriving, there are a few essentials you need to get right. Tank size matters. While clownfish are small, they need space to swim and explore. A single pair can live comfortably in a 20 to 30 gallon tank, but larger is always better, especially if you plan to add other fish or corals. Water quality is non-negotiable. Clownfish need stable saltwater conditions, a temperature between 75 degrees Fahrenheit and 82 degrees Fahrenheit, a pH of 8.1 to 8.4, and salinity around 1.020 to 1.025. Regular water testing and maintenance are crucial to keeping your fish stress-free and disease-resistant. While clownfish don't need an anemone to survive in captivity, they often benefit from having one, or something to host, like soft corals or artificial anemones. If you want to add a real anemone, make sure your tank is mature, at least 6 months old, and that the species is compatible with your clownfish. Bubble tip anemones are a popular choice. When it comes to feeding, clownfish aren't picky. They're omnivores and will eat a mix of flakes, pellets, frozen foods, and even bits of shrimp or algae. Feed them once or twice daily, but don't overdo it. Leftover food can mess with your water quality fast. Clownfish are hardy and social, but not all of them play nice with others. They can be territorial, especially once they've claimed a corner or host. If you're planning a community tank, choose peaceful tank mates like gobies, blennies, or firefish, and avoid aggressive species that might stress them out. With the right setup, regular care, and some patience, clownfish can live up to 5 to 10 years in captivity, sometimes even longer. So now you know, clownfish aren't just cute. They're complex, tough, loyal, and endlessly fascinating. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a deep dive like this one. See you next time, and stay curious.